And it goes a little something like.
Hi everyone, today we are going to be playing some Loretta again. Welcome to part 2. As always, I'll leave a link in the description below if you guys are interested in checking out the game. And we'll jump right in. Alrighty, I do vaguely remember these like puzzles. Just like a wall, maybe? Oh, it's like them standing. Oh, this one goes here. A picture. Oh god, this goes here. The music. Okay. Missing, right? Oh wait, no, this goes here. Goes here. Goes here. What? It doesn't fit. Oh. Okay. Okay. I forgot how much reading's in this, so bear with me. And I just woke up, so my voice is a little off, but all right, we'll jump right in. Operator, a call from New York for Mr. Harris. Connect us, Loretta says. You think you can blackmail us, Toots? Blackmail? Well, sure, if that's what you want to call it. But since I'm the one who owns the manuscript, I think it'd be more appropriate to call it reimbursement. Or maybe compensation. For the presumed widow of a talented writer, you could even print that on the dust jacket. Where's Harris? Listen here, lady. Nobody messes with Jerry Schaefer? I hung up. But he'll call again. Make no mistake. People like Schaefer never miss an opportunity for profit, even if it means exchanging sweet pleasantries for threats. But that still leaves me with one problem. The safe combination. I searched the whole damn house for a clue, a note, anything. But it looks like old Walter, old fuddy-duddy Walter, who by supper would always have forgotten what he ate for breakfast, or sometimes mixed up his left for right. That same lion bastard Walter only ever kept the combination in that good-for-nothing brain of his. I tried his birthday, our wedding anniversary, his mother's birthday, and even the date of his first publication. Nothing worked. You must have written the combination down somewhere, Walter. You're a writer. You wrote everything down. Any? Oh, Crime and Punishment had a key in it. Never heard of it. There's a key hidden in the book. It ought to open one of the doors in this house. No clue which one, though. Maybe Walt's parents' bedroom. Nothing interesting here, except for the grand Grand Coupa. Cigar Club, Ranford Street, 11. I ain't never seen Walter smoke a cigarette. There's an address on it. 11 Rainwood Street. My bad. Must be in the city. I could pay a visit. When I get the time, of course. Ticket stubs, scribbled papers, a lighter. Horse race, Only Walter could find a racetrack out in the middle of nowhere. Alrighty, let's go check his parents' bedroom. Oh, did we check this? No, we didn't. A letter from Kelly. A letter from Walter's publisher. Okay, who's Kelly? Hey Daddy, how are you doing? How's Laura? I hope y'all are doing okay. I'm doing just fine. Sorry it took me so long to write you back. Things have been pretty crazy recently. You know how it is. Did you finish your novel? I think you did. You've been working on it for so long now. Daddy, I've got some big news I want to talk about. I don't know when you'll get this letter, though. Anyway, Mickey and I are going to come visit, so let's talk in person. SWAK? Love you, Kelly. Okay, let's check this publisher. Dear Mr. Harris, Walter, the bull is positively sensational, although I do believe we should give the title some consideration. I can say without a shadow of a doubt that this is your best work yet, and I'm only halfway through reading it. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but I already spoke to Thompson at MCM, and they want to talk. I am very glad that you are back in business, my friend. Send me the rest as soon as it's ready. The contracts are drafted, there's just a couple of formalities left. Yes, I already ordered the cover designs. You're gonna love them. Sincerely, Jerry. Stamp, Gerald Foster Schaefer. Atlantic Press. So his publishing company is, like, pretty nice to him. Like, seems like he's pretty reasonable. Like, wants to actually, like, do stuff for his book. The key from the book fits. Heavens to what's that smell? I gotta open a window or something. Ew. Page. Okay, let's start on this side. A cage. It's empty. Apparently Walter's parents kept a bird of some kind. Wardrobe. Empty. The suitcase is bound tightly with twine. I can't break through it with my bare hands. Okay, so we're definitely coming back to open that suitcase for sure. The flowers are all dried up. Discharged man shoots parents. Ransom paid, but child not found. Olsen family offer reward. I remember this case. Someone kidnapped the daughter of some hoity-toity oil tycoon. I'm scared. Okay, let's open it. Oh, okay. Whew. I 100% thought there was a body in there. Like, 100%. There's a key here. It looks like the kind used to open a safety deposit box, but where? Somewhere in the city? What the hell, Walter? What else were you hiding from me? Day promised to be eventful. And not just because of the secrets of Walter's past. I still needed to open that goddamn safe. But I was a plumb out of ideas. I considered throwing it out the window, but there was no way that thing was gonna budge. I won't get that check without the manuscript. Is there some way to just airmail the whole safe to Schaefer? I needed to open up with something, and fast. So I decided to head into the city. Okay. Ma'am, I already told you. To open a safe, and I mean any safe, though I can't say for sure which one you have, an old one. Well, old or new, you'll need either a very good locksmith or a very good thief. Precisely. And I'm afraid I'm neither. And all I sell is doorknobs and fasteners, ma'am. What a waste of time. Address from the matchbox, or, oh, okay. Let's do this one first. What can I get you? Sorry to bother you. I'm looking for the Cuba Cigar Club. Is this the place? What? Can't you read? Look at the sign, lady. This is a bar. We don't sell cigars here, only drinks, so I suggest you either order one or take a hike. Bet you it's in the back here. Gents. I don't need to use it right now. Oh, I guess that's the bathroom? Excuse me. Don't suppose you know where I can find the Koopa Cigar Club? Ah, you're looking at it, babe. But it was shut down a year, maybe 2 years ago. All's left of it now is a shithole. The bartender looks over displeased. Where do you think you are, the Ritz or something? Bartender looks away even more displeased. A year or two. Where's a pretty dame like you looking for a cigar club anyways? Here, why don't I buy you a drink instead? Thanks, but I'm in a hurry. Of course you are. I don't understand. This ain't making any sense. Let me take another look at that matchbox. The address is right. There's no way these matches are 2 years old. And there's a phone number on the other side. 555-3486? Was this written with the ballpoint pen? Must be recent then. How the hell did I miss this? I could call the number. But what good will that do? If the club really did close a couple of years ago, maybe that loser got it wrong. I should find a phone. Mind if I use your phone? It's out back by the John. Alrighty. Ew. Smells like piss in here. And Lord knows what else. Ew. It's you. I know who you are. You shouldn't have dialed this number. Who are you? Do I know you? We'll be seeing each other soon. Oh god, what the fuck was that? Like, who was that? If this key really belongs to the bus depot, then it must open one of the lockers here. Some drunk's fallen asleep right next to the locker I need to get into. Bum gurgles something unintelligible. Well, that's just perfect. How do I get rid of him? He reeks of booze. Maybe a fresh bottle will get him to move. I have to go back to the bar. I see. Okay, let's go back to the bar. Let's buy some booze. Then we'll go back to the bus depot. Oh, has the lady finally decided to have some fun? Don't ask. Oh, you have a lovely evening. Whiskey. Then we'll go back to the bus depot. I like that this game is different than any game I've played. Like 100% is like kind of art. I know that sounds weird to say, but it very much is like an artist just, you know, like came up with a game and was like, okay, one day I'm gonna do this game and it's gonna be in this style, like this pixelated style, and it's gonna be about murder. And I don't know, I just think it's really cool. Hey pal, got a bottle of something you might like? Look, just move over, would you? Thank God that worked. There's some kind of parcel here. I don't get it, Walt. What does all this mean? I should wait till I get home to open it. Oh God. Hey, who the hell are you? Then said he unto me, prophecy? Unto the wind, prophecy, son of man. And say to the wind, thus saith the Lord God, come from the four winds, O breath, and breathe upon these slain, that they may live. Alrighty. What? There's nowhere. Oh, home. Oh, so she. Oh, I see. So she was like driving along. She was far away. On my way home, I got to thinking. Maybe I'd just make a mistake. The man on the other end of the wire could have been something. An old friend, a comrade in arms, or some other failed writer. It was amazing how after Walter's death, I was starting to learn so much about him. Way more than I knew of him when he was still alive. Things that were obviously private. It's crazy that she talks like she's the one that killed her husband, but she's talking like, you know, he just died and now I'm learning more about him. Like, what? Like, maybe she doesn't take like responsibility for his death, but it's just weird. I think she's weird. Things he didn't want to share with his own wife. Then suddenly, the engine overheated. Goddamn bucket of bolts. Lord, what'd I do to deserve this? Who am I kidding? You know perfectly well, Loretta. So I walked. Good thing the house was only half a mile away. I noticed a luxurious white car right away, parked by my front porch. I'd never seen a car quite like it. Some old man with a cane was standing next to it, and something deep in my gut told me nothing good was gonna come from this meeting. Oh, is this the publisher? Can I help you? Go call out your husband, sweetheart. Oh, Mr. Morgan. I'd like to speak to the property owner. I'm the property owner. Oh, well, that explains it. What do you need in all this land for anyway? Name's Peter Solomon Morgan Jr., but y'all can call me Mr. Morgan. I own the land down southeast of here, which means I'm the misfortunate of being your neighbor. What's that supposed to mean? Come take a look. See this? The whole lot's rotten, ain't even worth feeding to the livestock. Thank you kindly for showing me some dirt, but I fail to see how this has anything to do with me. Fail to see, do you? Morgan's old face turns purple with anger. 50 acres of fertile land, reduced to nothing but horse shit. My sincere congratulations, so what? Damn, she's something. And that has what to do with me? I hired a specialist. There was an investigation. He concluded that drainage installed on your property is wrecking my crops. I was looking to have a conversation with the real property owner, you know, resolve the issue peaceful like, but I guess that just ain't on the cards. Ooh. to diffuse the situation, because I feel like everybody just needs to calm down. Now let's calm down for a minute. I don't know how much about farming. Hell, I don't even know what you mean by drainage. I just rent out the land. Tell me something I don't know. Well, maybe you should talk to the ones who's been working your land. Who do you think told me what's been going on? You think I'm out there running in the fields like I got ants in my pants? I'll be speaking to my lords about this. You can understand that much, can't you? I came here to meet the owner face to face, talk it through man to man. Never did occur to me that I'd be dealing with some dumb broad instead. Oh, pull your head out of your ass. The bank owns this land. Best quit jerking me around, lady. Oh, God. Listen hard, you goddamn okie. Let go of me, you asshole. If Phillips or something else is paying you to pull this shit, or this is your own harebrained attempt at sabotage, Lord help me. I'll drag your ass through the muck myself if I have to, you hear me? Fuck off, pig. What's going on here? Howdy, Bill. You done all right there, Mrs. Harris? Yeah. Mr. Morgan was just leaving. Mr. Morgan huffs and huffs. Yeah, I'm going, but this ain't over. I'll be seeing you in court, Mrs. Harris. Whatever, you old fart. Your hand okay? I saw your car out there on the road. Figured I'd come see if everything's okay. What was old Bill wanting? Wish I knew, Sheriff. Wish I knew. Morgan's grip was surprisingly strong for an old man and left a bruise. The sheriff made himself scarce before long. He came asking the same questions, but he had 'em written down in a notebook this time, and didn't reek of booze. Still, I don't think he suspects me. He seems more focused on Walter's past. He's an ornery one. That old donkey, I'll say. Ought to learn to keep his hands to himself. Got any news on Walter, Sheriff? Actually, yes. I was talking to New York and found out something rather strange. Tell me. You ever heard of Irving Wallace? Nope, doesn't ring any bells. Well, it sounds like Walter and Irving did time together. Walter did time? No way. That's what I thought. But when? Why? In the early 20s, but I don't know why. There ain't much left from the pre-war archives. Walter obviously used this to his benefit and kept his little vacation a secret. This is more than just a secret. Don't get me wrong, ma'am. Everyone makes mistakes. As far as I can tell, Walter was a dignified man. Wish I could say the same about the Wallace character, though. Who is he? He made a killing during the Prohibition, but his fortune wasn't big enough to attract unnecessary attention. Then he got his business legalized and went into publishing. Even bought a stake in the local newspaper. Either way, he's bad news. But no charges have been brought against him yet. Strange thing is, well, my guess is Walter and Irving have stayed in touch to this day. I don't mean to scare you, ma'am, but Wallace might be connected to your husband's disappearance. What's in the box, by the way? Should we lie? Or should we say New York? I mean, he's obviously looking into stuff from New York. Let's say brother. Thought it might be from Walter. Anyway, ma'am, I'll keep you informed. Let me know if anything happens in the meantime. Like what, Sheriff? People like Wallace are extremely dangerous, so I'd like to ask you to stay vigilant till we figure this all out. Do take care. What have you been up to, Walt? I must admit, Morgan's visit came as something of a surprise. I had no idea what that old man wanted with me. Walter was the one who handed the land, not me. Any knowledge I might have had was extremely vague. I could probably figure it out if I really put my mind to it. But on the other hand, Who the hell cares? I'll be long gone the minute I get that check. I'll never have to see this house, this land, or Morgan ever again. I wasn't sure what to do next. Oh, so we can ask about the property boundaries or leave it to chance. What are you guys thinking? I have a feeling we should leave it to chance, because if the character feels like she doesn't give two shits about it. But I'm interested to see what's going on with the property. But maybe it's just like cursed land. Maybe that she like killed her husband. It just cursed. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it a chance. I don't think it really mattered at first, but at night, for some reason, I started to feel like something around me had changed. It was small, almost invisible. I began to wander through that rundown old house, finding my way into corners I didn't even know existed. And then, Kelly arrived. I forgot to mention, Walter had a daughter from his previous marriage. I was about to say, the letter was like daddy this, daddy that, but I didn't know he had a daughter. So, as she'd promised in her letter, Kelly came with her boyfriend, Mickey. Now, I'd only met Kelly a couple of times. First time was when she was still a little girl. She was living with her mama somewhere in New Jersey, but then her mama succumbed to skeletal tuberculosis and passed away. I had no idea where Kelly found that joker Mickey. It was easy to tell from just a glance that he wasn't the sharpest tool in the shed. Now, Kelly was a fine enough girl, pretty as a peach. She had thick brown hair, big old doe eyes, a healthy tan, big hips, and a nice behind. Imagine the vulgarity of Mae West in a play, but Carl Heinrich Ulrichs? Mickey is actually short for Michelangelo? He's some Italian kid from Jersey. At just 23 or maybe 24 years old, he was big enough to fill a doorway. And I mean, he was huge. Black hair, all shiny with either grease or brilliantine. Muscles bulging under his copper skin. I had no idea what he did for a living. I think maybe he served in the Navy before getting kicked out. Either way, it didn't seem like things were going well for either of them. Like any young girl whose daddy walks out on the family, I think it's safe to assume Kelly despised her father. So why would a girl abandoned by her daddy drag her boyfriend across country to see him? Folks on the outside looking in just wouldn't understand, but I did. And I knew right from the start. Where's Daddy? Since they were too tired from the road, I was able to stall them with a dumb lie. At that point, all they wanted was to bathe and get some sleep, so I used that time to get my story straight. Your father abandoned me too, hun. Gathered his belongings and took off like the wind. The plan was to appeal to the sympathy of a fellow woman. Ooh, she's conniving. Damn. I drawing comparisons to Kelly's mother and squeezing any drop of sentimentality out of her that I could. But I knew it was never gonna work. To Kelly, I'll always be the bitch who ruined her parents' marriage. Heck, she probably blames me for her mother's passing. And I can't really fault her for that. Put him up in the guest bedroom, in the room that Douglas Harris had once used separately from his wife. His granddaughter now slept with Mickey. Not that they were actually sleeping. Out in the hallway in the stillness of the night, I could hear Kelly breathing, along with her not-so-muffled sighs, the creaking of old floorboards and iron bed springs that long forgotten the warmth of human bodies bouncing to the beat of Mickey's bestial momentum. Oh, God. Truth be told, I felt myself blushing something awful, until finally it all quieted down, and I tried to get to sleep. Like a bottle to the brain. Random. Oh, good Lord. Walter. Hi, honey. So what's new? Oh my god. What the fuck? I don't blame you, given the circumstances. Listen, I need the combination for the safe, Walter. Say something. Come on, normally I can't get you to shut up. I mean, I couldn't. I wanted to tell you so much, you know, about what was tormenting me, burning me up inside. And now that you're finally quiet enough to listen, I don't know what to say. Kelly's here. Her boyfriend's pretty lousy in my opinion. Just some loser, and a dumb one at that. But that's just my first impression. We know how deceiving those can be. You forgot. Hmm? Look. Look there, in the basement. What do you mean? Walt? Oh god. Scary. Ooh. Puddle. Looks like the roof's leaking. Looks like the clock stopped. Fuse. What's it lying in the sink for? I hope it didn't get wet. Interesting. What the fuck is an elevator doing down here? Maybe? It ain't right. It's looking like we're missing one more fuse. Apparently the lever moves the elevator, but it hasn't gotten any power. Yeah, so we're missing one more fuse. Alrighty. Let's go back up. It's raining pitchforks. And I'm wearing a nightie. Okay, so she doesn't want to go outside. Not going anywhere. Okay. One more. That'll do it. Weird that they were like in the sinks. You know what this reminds me of? Insidious. You know, like the red door? 100% getting like demon vibes, like Insidious vibes for sure. I feel like that's a brilliant use of like color. I'll be damned. Stray. It's cold ashes. Book. Tropic of Cancer. Okay. Does she have cancer? Did he have cancer? Good evening, ma'am. Evening. Are you alone? We all are. What's going on in there? Private soiree. Invitation only. May I see yours? That's quite all right, miss. I think someone is expecting you. Expecting me? Who could that be? Why don't you come in and find out? Sounds tempting. I don't think my dress suits the occasion. Come now, you look gorgeous, if I may be so bold. A cigarette, miss? It's Mrs., actually. And I quit a few years back. Who am I kidding? That doesn't matter now. Just so you know, I'm aware that I'm dreaming. Whatever you say. Got a light? Forget how much I enjoyed that. One shouldn't deny themselves pleasure. Don't disagree with you there. I'm pretty nice here. It's pretty nice here. I'm getting a strange feeling like I've been here before. Of course, madam. We only serve those with memberships here. If you don't mind me asking, what will you do about the girl and the degenerate? Beg your pardon? What has started should be finished, Loretta. Ooh. If you or me, what should you do, or I'll figure it out? Let's do this one. I'm afraid I'm not you, madam. Each man is the architect of his own fate. But I'm deeply convinced that you know what needs to be done. Of course I do. Is anyone else gonna pick up the phone? I believe it is for you. Ooh. Hello? What in the... Oh, this can't be happening. Obituary. Vivian O'Hara was an ornithologist? Which I think is a study of birds, right? She dedicated her life to the study of beautiful creatures. Returning from an expedition to the island of Mauritius, Miss O'Hara tragically died in a car accident at the age of 40. The science community grieves and expresses their condolences to the relatives of the deceased. Scientists recognize not only Miss O'Hara's deep contribution to the development of ornithology, but appreciate her work as an experienced and talented educator and a wonderful writer. Miss O'Hara has written over 150 articles, books, monographs, and other publications. The funeral service is scheduled to take place. Okay. Light switch doesn't work. Oh God. Honey, it's alright. Calm down. Here you go. I'm like having to click. Oh my God. Our memory is selective. We only remember what we want to. So did her baby... What? Why isn't this cracking? Oh, fuck. Wait, was her baby... The next morning, I remember grinding meat, and Walter, who'd never left a finger and do anything to help me around the house. Mr. Lazy himself, by some divine coincidence, has sharpened the kitchen knives. So, I'm confused. Was her baby eaten by rats, or... Because I thought her baby just died. Okay. I don't know. Good morning, Lo. Morning, Kelly. Why the long face? Oh, Mickey and me had a fight is all. What smells so good? I'm making some mincemeat. Gonna fix us up some dumplings. Oh, that'll hit the spot. Daddy always raves about your cooking. Mm-hmm. Can I help with anything? Nah, I'm almost done. Fair enough. I'd just make a mess of it anyways. Got any coffee? God, I'd die for a good cup of joe. There's chicory root in the basement if you want. Chicory what? I think I'll pass. Thanks anyways. Suit yourself. Where's Mick? Oh, he's out in the backyard, trying to fix our car. Ah, so he is. Must be sweating up a storm, the poor thing. Oh, but don't worry about him. He knows his way around a car. A regular grease monkey. Let's go with the car. That's weird. What's weird? Daddy left the car behind. How'd he get out of here in the first place then? Loretta, where did he go? I don't know, girl. What do you mean you don't know? Does he do this often? Disappear, I mean? The grinder crunches through a meat vein. Did you know your father's been seeing another woman? No, I didn't. Though I can't say I'm surprised, neither. Don't forget he left his first family, too. And he had a child. He had me. Oh god, the tension. The game's so good about building tension. Like, through dialogue, through music, just like the way that it's set is really good. Well, anyway. Listen, Lo, I've been meaning to ask. You used to work as a hairdresser, right? Don't suppose you could cut mine. Sure thing, Kelly. I'll give you a good cut. Oh! Let's go kill her. I think so, yeah. I mean, he's great. And in bed, have you seen him? He's a living Adonis in the flesh. I never had it so good with anyone else. Just thinking about his biceps turns me on. Yes, well, I don't know. There's something else I want to discuss with Daddy. What does Mickey do for a living? Oh, you know, Mickey isn't much of a working man. The road's what he's after. Doesn't do well with enclosed spaces. Like he can't sit still or something. So he's unemployed. Oh no. Well, actually, yeah. But he wants to be a racer. A bike racer, specifically. What do you want? Me? I just want everything to be right for a change. These past few years have been tough, you know. Looking after my mother was hard, and now I'm gonna have a baby. Then I felt sick. Sick from the thoughts that had been spinning in my head all this time, on all the things I'd done, or came close to doing. Kelly's gonna have a baby. Ignoring the fact that she and Mickey are basically children themselves, they have their whole lives ahead of them. But for me, my die was cast the moment I stopped at that damn gas station. I'd already been considering that if I were able to sell the novel to Schaefer and leave town, then maybe Kelly and Mickey could move in here. Maybe they'd be able to find happiness here that Walter and I never could. You were right. We're almost done. And not even 15 minutes have gone by. How nice. I love it. Well, hands always remember what they're done. What were you expecting? Anybody? I wasn't. Maybe it's Daddy. Wait a minute. Ah, so I had an opportunity to pick up the meat cleaver before and just kill her. I see. What's going on? Milk delivery, ma'am. That must be some mistake. No, that's impossible. Oh, we don't get milk delivered here. You disappointed us, Loretta. Excuse me? You had such a promising start only to let yourself bulk to petty cowardice right at the finish line. I don't understand. Oh, but you do understand. You've done so much work, told so many lies, all for what? I ain't a murderer. I think Walter might have a thing or two to say about that. Alrighty, Lo. Alright, Lo, time is running out, so listen carefully. Margaret will be here soon. Get rid of her. And pull yourself together, Loretta. This is your last chance, got it? Make sure Margaret forgets how to get here. For good. Otherwise, consequences will be irrevocable. Irreversible. My bad, guys. My English is not Englishing. But I don't know the combination. Yeah, you do. Think. When did it all start for Walter and end for you? Remember what happened in New York? Well, ma'am, looks like I got the wrong address. Sorry about that. I hope you have a great day. Okay. So, because I didn't kill Kelly, the game was like, you're a disappointment. So, is it like wanting me to turn like into a murderer, like fully? Hey, Laura, who was it? Loretta, are you okay? Miss Harris? Yeah, I'm fine. Just a little dizzy. Laura! Walter's popularity waned after the war ended, and people stopped buying his books. One of the stories did get turned into a screenplay starring Rita Hayworth. But that was more of an exception than a rule. Walter did his best to put on a brave face. They didn't even put his name in the end credits. He put a down payment on a luxury rental apartment on 12th Avenue. Walter was, well, not a communist, that's for sure. But he was at least a socialist in his beliefs. Not that I can really tell the difference, mind. It was pretty fashionable among writers and artists back then. As the daughter of a hard-working miner who died in the mine just the day before it was closed, I can't say I shared in his leftist ideals. Don't mean I think that the Jews, Bolsheviks, or that Stalin fella pose any threat to the American way of life, but I still consider communism to be nothing more than a fiction. Fueled by intellectuals on the East Side who'd hardly worked a day in their lives. We argued from time to time. Walt called me, or rather people who shared my way of thinking, hypothetical men who probably exist somewhere, but basically myself personified for the purpose of this conversation. Philistines? 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 Said the Philistines' paradise is an easily swayed construction that only needed a good rub for the blinkers to fall off. The Philistines' paradise ain't so bad. We lived in it while we're in New York and away. We had a cozy rental apartment with electric toaster, electric iron, and one of their automatic lemon squeezers. Sure, we paid for it all in installments. So what? I can say one thing for sure. It was much better being in the boring, well-fed paradise than in some crumbling old barn with no central heating. Walter may have needed to hear the rustle of wheat for his inspiration. All I ever heard was the whispers of demons. What's up? I took her to bed. How's she looking? She seems alright, but I'm no doctor. She said it's the weather. You want to head out? Oh, I don't even know anymore. Maybe we shouldn't leave her alone, you know. Oh, come on. She nearly broke her damn neck, Mick. But she didn't, did she? What else is there for us to do here? She gave me a haircut, though. She did? When did you get that done? Tisk, you wouldn't have even noticed if I hadn't said nothing. Well, it's beautiful. Can we hit the road now? This guy, he's so funny. Fine, let's go. There's no way to turn back now. And there's never will be. It's so noisy inside my head. My thoughts are all murky. No, scattered even. I don't want to think. I want to act, but it feels like there's a glass wall in front of me, and I'm gonna break it. December 24. How could I have been so blind? December 24th, 1946. The day that divided my life into a before and after. That's the combination. The manuscript, or typescript to be precise, straw bowl, 200 pages of yellowed, strange smelling paper. Inches of metal had been keeping me away from my destiny, and finally I held the book in my hands. I wouldn't be a work of art if I didn't include some pretentious epigraph from John Milton. I don't know this poem, but it's like I said before, I don't read much. Sharp knock on the door interrupted me from enjoying the moment. It was Margaret, right on time. Sorry, but I only got a chicory root. You know what? This'll do. Thanks for the milk. I hope you choke on it. Oh, God. Oh, man. Loretta's got her manuscript, and she hates Margaret. She's gonna kill her. Like, I don't think I'm gonna have a choice. I think I'm gonna have to kill her. Ain't it funny how nothing's changed? Excuse me? This living room, I mean, the Harris house? Ah, or your house, I suppose. Might be a little dustier than before, but that's about it. Double crossing bitch. Walter and I were friends when we were kids, you know. We'd spend entire days here at Mrs. Harris's before Clarence passed away. Oh yeah, Loretta, long before that. But Clarence ended up being the best of us. I'm so proud of him. His Purple Heart and his Bronze Star. You use them to open your favorite ginger ale. Were delivered with a letter from the president. Can you imagine? I think I saw a rat out on the porch. Yeah, I ran out of poison. Margaret takes a sip of her milk. So who's the fetching young couple you rentin' to? Oh, that's Walter's daughter, Kelly, and her fiancé. Get out of town. I'd love to meet her. Tell them to make sure they come pay me a visit. So, Walter still hasn't showed up? Well, you don't see him here, do you? The sheriff came and spoke to me, Loretta. Bill's a good man, but I ain't told him about our situation. Not yet, anyway. I don't understand. What's not to understand? Your lover Walter's an ex-con. You shouldn't go making up stories, Loretta. Guess neither of us knew him as well as we thought, huh? This ain't like him. What about his novel? The manuscript's upstairs in his safe. He left it here? He told me they were sending him a check. What are you getting at? Is that why you decided to ruin my marriage? You ruined it yourself, Loretta. Walter's miserable around you. Don't you get it? You're the miserable one. Oh, God. Now you're telling me he just up and left me, left his novel, left his own daughter? He left her a long time ago, Margaret. You think you're the first? You ever asked what happened with Kelly's mother? Left to rot with tuberculosis. And Walter kindly paid for the funeral. Linda drank one too many of those radium drinks, and you know that. You know why he moved then? Because he wanted to finish his book. Quit being such a fool. Walter's always been a coward. One small problem's enough to make him turn tail and run. I don't trust you, Loretta. Then get this through that ginger scalp of yours. Let's say you're right. Let's say his filthy lion ass is currently rotten in the well out in the yard. Oh, fuck. Why does she say that? Why is she saying so much? Rat slowly picking his bones clean and all that. A fate he totally deserved, by the way. Even if that were all true, it'd be your word against mine. This place is freezing. Shouldn't call it quits at that worst vodka martini. Yeah, okay. The last 3 vodka martinis. The lights on in the bathroom. Is Loretta still up? I urgently need to take a leak. Hey, you in there? Let me in, would ya? I really gotta go, Laura. Oh, for Christ's sakes. Must have been listening to one of our lousy radio plays. I really wish she'd pick up a book. My typewriter hasn't brought me money or fame. Okay, so this is back when they had the apartment. I ain't in the right state of mind to be dialing anybody. Even if I wanted to, the lines wouldn't be operating at the time of night. Our bedroom. Ought to put a basin by the bed or something. I'm probably gonna regret this, but Loretta ain't giving me any other option. Ew! Holy, this guy. Ah, yeah. That's much better. Hello? Oh, it's you. Yeah, I told you I would. I'm not whispering because it's 2 in the morning. Because my wife... What the fuck, Frank? Why are you calling me at my house? How'd you even get the call through at all? No, I'm not drunk. Yes, I hear you. I got it. Oh, Wallace, I have something even better. He's gonna love it. I just need a couple more weeks. I know, Frank. 2 weeks ain't gonna hurt anybody. That's none of your business. How would they know? No, I haven't spoken to anybody. Are you trying to scare me? Don't try me, you fat fuck. I know what I'm doing. I've gotta go. Don't call me here again. Think you're so clever, huh? Well, I got other plans, Frank. Where'd I put those fucking matches? I need the number. Think, Walter, think. Bedroom. They'll be in the writing desk. I'm gonna bend all over. Bunch of greedy asses. Okay, so this is where he writes that number down. The key's in a coat. Oh, you blockhead. That's it. One call. No Wallace, no Chambers, no more dirty work. Only literature honest to goodness literature. Suck it up, Robert Penn Warren. But there will be no turning back. These people are dangerous. Screw it. Dangerous or not, they're gonna make me rich. Dumb broad woke that baby up. Oh, you fat son of a... we check on the baby first, or do we answer the phone? Oh, answer the phone. I told you not to call me here, you Oh, honey. Sorry, I thought it was someone else. Yeah, everything's fine. I just got home just now. Are you okay? Can't sleep? Oh yeah, I miss you too, baby doll. Damn, this guy has all kinds of people on his, like, on his number, man. What, she's not asleep? No. No, I haven't told her. I don't know. When the time is right, alright? When the time is right, okay? Go to bed, baby. Good night. I love you too. Bye. Loretta, are you out of your mind? Laura, you fall asleep there? Open the door. Do you hear me? Open the door right now. God, Loretta, what have you done? Oh. Do be careful with the china. You're sick, Loretta. Maybe so, but I'll be sick and 30 grand richer, and then I'll be long gone. Oh, you hear that? That'd be an important call from the publishing home. Most likely. I'll be back in a moment. Should I kill the ginger bitch now? Or maybe I should just let her go. What can she really do now? Run crying to Bill? She's probably rolling around with him too. Who'd believe her? I won't be much more than a memory by the time anyone figures it out. Cuba, Tahiti, Hawaii. The world's gonna open up for you just like you won't believe, Loretta. All you gotta do is make a choice. Aloha. I mean, hello. Miss Harris? We accept the offer. One of our guys is already on his way to you. Mr. Fitzgerald, he'll be in town. He'll be in touch when he's in town. Marvelous. Oh, and Miss Harris? Please accept our deepest condolences on behalf of the Atlanta press firm. We are extremely concerned and hope Mr. Harris will return soon. When I finally hung up, Margaret was nowhere to be found. Must have gotten scared. Wish I hadn't wasted my chicory root entertaining her. Either way, I had the manuscript. All I had to do was wait for Fitzgerald. But of course, something just had to go wrong. Something I never would have expected. Ooh. Okay. So we're not supposed to let it touch the blood. I see. What are you supposed to do? Oh, okay. I was like, I'm clicking on it. Did you say something? No. Nearly there. I think I saw a dead bird on the road. Turn the radio on or something. It ain't picking up any stations around here. Be patient. We're almost there. Is that your hip flask rattling around over there? Walter ignores and keeps driving. You know we're on the highway, right, Walter? Yep, and not another car in sight. Relax, okay? Maybe I should drive for a while. No need. Like I said, we're almost there. Good, because I'm starting to get carsick from all the wheat fields. You and me both. Nothing really. Come on, you can tell me. I'm thinking up my next novel. Oh, sounds exciting. I'm just staring at the wheat. Let me take a sip of that, Walter. Here. So this novel, what's it gonna be about? A thriller about a kidnapping. Interesting. Yeah, it's still too early to say too much. But I can say the title at least. Shoot. Straw Bowl. I like it. Here's to the Pulitzer. Don't overdo it, Lo. We have a lot of housework waiting for us. Did I make it? That cow broke my china. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. Wait a little longer. I'll be able to buy myself another 10 of these. Was there always a window here? Wait, wasn't there a bathroom here? Really, again? I'm gonna sue that damn plumber. The noise is coming from the hole this time, but it's all boarded up. I can't pull them off with my bare hands. Think I saw an axe in the barn. I feel like I feel like the hole, like a hole in a video game represents a lot of the time that like somebody's like losing like, you know, going mad basically. Like, you know, Silent Hill used it where the guy would like climb into the hole and the deeper like and deeper it got and the deeper he like fell into madness. I feel like that's similar here in this game where it's very similar. Like I think the hole is representing like the fact that she's like cracked. Um yeah, I don't know. Definitely be sure to leave like a comment when I upload the video to YouTube to see like what's your guys's like um I don't know, what's your guys' opinion on this fact that like a hole in a video game basically means that they're like losing madness more. Like the character is going deeper and deeper down the rabbit hole. Similar to Alice in Wonderland, for sure. Goddamn music. Why do they always got to play some melody? Over and over and over. Don't look over there, just don't. This'll do. Hope I don't get a splinter. Also, I'm getting like I got Insidious vibes earlier, and now I'm getting like the movie Pearl. That's what I'm getting. Pearl vibes for sure. Oh Lord. You scared me. What'd you want? Hey, I'm talking to you. What are you staring at? Y'all shouldn't yell at old Jim Bob, ma'am. He's a mute. So what do you want? There's a little problem. Would y'all go take a look? I don't have time for that. Alrighty, ma'am. Keep out of your hair. Come on, Jim Bob. Pair of hillbillies poking their noses around. Let's put an end to that sooner rather than later. Sooner I start, the sooner I'll finish. Ooh. What's inside? I can't see a thing. The sound of brakes. Sounds like a car is pulling up in the driveway. He wipes his neck with a handkerchief. You got a very lovely house, ma'am. Don't bother. I can't stand this place either. Is this Mr. Harris's house? His parents. Is this the same guy from the beginning? Or no? I think so, ma'am. How long has Mr. Harris been gone for? Why don't you start off by telling me who it was that hired you? Of course. I work for a firm called Wallace and Partners. I represent the interests of Mr. Wallace. Your husband owes Mr. Wallace a substantial sum of money, ma'am. Did Mr. Harris mention anything about that to you? No, but I've heard about Wallace. I didn't know he used to be a criminal. Yeah, this is the same guy from the beginning of the game, for sure. You may be right, but who can truly call themselves a saint in today's world? Mr. Wallace has paid back his debt to society and is now worthy enough to live in it. You know, he recently donated $30,000 for disabled war vets. If Wallace gives away his money so easily, then what does he want with my husband? We don't have any money. You're wasting your time. You have to understand, ma'am. We wish Walter no harm. Oh, sorry, guys. Sorry about that. Ready. We wish Walter no harm. We're old friends of his, and we want to help. Think about it. Would I really drive all this way across the country just to collect on some old debt? Mr. Wallace knows about Walter's money situation. You see, he was supposed to pass on a particular item to us. An item that belongs to us. What are you talking about? Did Walter ever happen to show you a box? A box? Yes. A wooden one with a lock on it. I don't know what you mean, mister. Why would he ever show me a box? Beats a sweat fall from Chambers' face onto his wrinkled shirt. Can I get you something to drink? Honestly, I was hoping you'd ask. The kitchen's just down the hall. Let me ask you, ma'am. Why did you move out here in the first place? Walters wanted to write his book, and did he? Yeah, he's working with a publishing house. With Mr. Schaefer, yes, I know. Mighty interesting, isn't it? First you move from New York, then Walter up and disappears. Maybe he was afraid you were coming. Maybe he was. Tell me, Mrs. Harris, where do you think your husband might be? Got any ideas? Oh, this is... Begging your pardon? Shit. Oh no. The hillbillies. I didn't take care of them. Fuck. I took Chambers' car and put my foot on the gas. I was lucky he left his keys in the ignition. He always left something else in the glove box. Oh, poor Chambers. He didn't even think he'd need his revolver. I was racing down the highway as far, and then I saw it. Oh god, it's going so fast. A furious dance with hundreds of birds whirring in the sky. They call it a mermaidation. Didn't think I'd ever get to see it. Truly hypnotizing. I had nowhere to run. Not like I'd ever have enough gasoline. Such a stupid, impulsive decision. I killed a stranger. And that dumb hillbilly saw me doing it. Would he tell anyone? Not that I'd make a difference. Apparently I just ain't the person I thought I was, or thought I could be. I'm so sorry it turned out this way, Walt. But you can't force a river to flow backwards. There's no gluing together, I just couldn't remember. Then I understood that I didn't really want to. Oh! She just killed herself. Get up, Loretta. We got a lot more work to do. No, please, I can't do it anymore. So that's it, you're done? Palm trees, pina coladas, young tan-skinned boys are still what? Within your reach. It's the middle of century after all. Concentration camps, nuclear holocaust, who are they to judge you? It's true time you become a master of your own destiny. Now grow up. Get out from under their oppressive thumbs, throw off your shackles. Who knows, maybe you'll ever write your own memoir someday. The world is your oyster, Loretta. Now come on up. Now come on and get up. Ah, so we have an option to get up or end things as they are. So I think if we get up, we'll just be placed back into, probably like right before I killed that dude. Let's see. Yeah, okay. So we have an opportunity to keep going. Or we can just end it like, you know, we usually do. Which, if I remember correctly, in the first part, or in the beginning of the movie, in the beginning of the game, we basically made a mistake, and it killed us. The rat poison, I think. And we were able to go back into the game. So I think the game like wants us to continue on, so we'll just keep going. We're not the only ones looking for Walter. There are people out there who only want to cause him and his family harm. I'm staying at the Twin Oaks Motel. If Walter happens to show up, you'd be sure to call me. Here's my card. Your husband is in serious danger, but you and I can help him together. Yeah, I wonder how long this, wonder how long this game is. I'm like clicking, but I don't see anything. Oh, here it is. Okay, so we have to like look for the lights, I guess. This is giving like Rorschach testing? Rorschach tests vibes? Sure. Mrs. Harris? Good morning. How are you doing? Patrick Fitzgerald is at your service. I represent the legal interests of the Atlantic Press. We spoke on the phone. It's a pleasure to meet you. Nice to meet you too. Can I get you anything? No, thank you. Ah, yes, I don't trust that vending machine food either. Well, Mrs. Harris, I have to admit that letter of yours was, unexpected. I hope you understand the scale of the trust my firm has in your hands. I was sent out here from Mississippi, you know. We expect Mr. Harris to reappear soon, of course, and then you will all learn the secret of his mystical disappearing. Mystical disappearing. Mysterious? Mystical. Something like that. But before that, I have a couple of questions. Remind me, what novel are we talking about here? You don't know? I do, but I like to be sure. The Strawble. Have you read it, by the way? Yes. How'd you find it? It's his best work. A real page-turner. Fantastic. She realizes this is the first time she's seen a man with a manicure. In that case, I suggest we call it quits on the coffee. You hand over the manuscript and I make some calls. We can get contracts written up, and you do have a manuscript with you, right? That ain't gonna work, mister. No contract, not this time. I thought I made my point very clear in the letter. Your point? That's right, 30,000. A check is fine if you can't do cash. A check, huh? Listen, Fitzgerald. If you want the novel, then you're gonna have to pay me. For a moment, a look of an incandescent rage flashes across Fitzgerald's clean-shaven reptilian face. Hi, welcome in. We are trying to finish up some Loretta. But yeah, welcome in. After a pause, his smile returns with a sparkle. Well, all right. We'll play your game. No contracts. I can even write that check for you right now. But I gotta see the manuscript first. The manuscript's at home, locked up in a safe. Fitzgerald takes a slurp of his coffee. Did you come here by car? This coffee is lousy. Yeah, I drove here. So we think Loretta's gonna kill this man? Like, let's be realistic. This guy, the guy with the manicure, is being killed. The journey home usually takes 25 to 30 minutes, but with Fitzgerald's high-speed motor, we got there in 15. He really put the pedal to the metal and seemed quite comfortable doing it, like he was used to it. You couldn't make that man hush up for love or money. His lips were flapping the whole time, talking about weather, sports, his work over in Mississippi, Louisiana, singing the praises of New Orleans cuisine. So, 30 grand. That's quite the pretty sum. I'd say it's fair. Looking at you, I get the impression your companies ain't short on money. Hey, so long as folk want to keep reading about people sleeping with and murdering each other, then your husband, myself, and even you will be set for life. No, it can't be. The safe's open. I don't get it. Someone stole my manuscript. Oh, that's swell. Chambers. Well, Mrs. Harris, looks like we're done here. No, wait. I know who stole it. I know where it is. I'll get it back. That's certainly an entertaining story, Loretta. You've given me quite the performance. It was an intimidation act at first, but now you're involved in Broadway. I wouldn't be surprised if Mr. Harris jumped out from behind that curtain and sang us a tune next. No, please. You've already wasted too much of my time. I'm heading back to Mississippi, and I'll be sure to advise Mr. Schaefer away from any further dealings with you or your husband, wherever he may be. I'll get you the manuscript. Fitzgerald sighs deeply. I don't know what you're planning, but my boss is deeply interested in that book for some reason. I'll be leaving tomorrow at noon, but sure to keep that in mind, because I won't be coming back again, to be clear. Crystal, I'll bring the manuscript, I promise. Well, alright then. Can I use your phone? Fog and rain again. I raced down the slick road in a frenzied rage, heading to the motel that Chamber had written on his business card. Badass moron with rotten teeth. He must have stolen the manuscript when I was in the basement. But why? How could he have known the combination? Who is this Mr. Wallace he's working for? Why do they need my manuscript? The rain soon gave way to hail that fell so hard I considered stopping to chain the tires. I almost missed it as I struggled to keep the car on the road. A neon sign winked in the darkness. Twin Oaks. Here it is. I find Chambers, I find the manuscript. The porter ain't here. Lucky you, Loretta. Ooh, this game has so much talking. Or not talking, but reading. Alrighty. Registration book. Chambers ain't on the list. He must have used another name. Damn, but which one? Ooh. F? That's a weird name. Two women sharing a room. Dolores. Claire. This one ain't even a man's name. Okay. Chicken Scratch. I think I went to school with this guy. This one looks familiar. Charles F. Banks. Norman Bates. What the fuck? Sounds like a couple of plain Janes from the Midwest. Another woman's name. Okay, so Walter Neff. Charles F. Banks, Frank Chambers. Bingo. It's an anagram. Looks like he's in room 12. I didn't even realize it was an anagram, guys. Like, literally, my brain did not. I was like, oh, she says it looks familiar. I think it's this one. Mama would sometimes lock me and my brother in a room when we were kids, but she'd always leave the key in the door. I learned that if you could slip a newspaper under the door and give it a good enough push. Oh. Okay, so we can get a newspaper and then shove that door, right? Anything else? Ah, coin. A quarter. This could come in handy. Okay. We're gonna go back. We're gonna get the newspaper. We're gonna open that door. And then we'll come back to this room. Hey, where's my newspaper? Come on, you dumb bucket of bolts. Give me back my money. Ma'am, can I help you with something? What happened? Tell the truth, I lost my room key. What's your last name? Oh no. Oh, ma'am, I wish I could help, but your husband paid for the room fair and square. I can't give you the key, I'm sorry. Okay. So we didn't get the key. Rip. Excuse me, ma'am, that room's for staff only. Need to find some way to distract the porter. Oh no. May I borrow a newspaper? Try to put money in the machine, but nothing worked and I get back in. You're welcome to it. Ain't a single thing of interest in there anyway, aside from the baseball. Bertha warned me, don't put on the Reds, you old fool. Okay, so we got a newspaper. Can we... ventilation pipe. How may I help you? Hey, there's a fountain spouting out on my toilet. You gotta send someone to room 5 and fast. What in the... I'm on my way. Hopefully that'll distract him for a while. Okay, now we can go back. That did the trick. He won't be gone for long, though. Okay, so it wants me to do the room keys. Okay. The room to... better than nothing, I suppose. Okay, let's go over here, too. Smells damp in here. Meh. Meh. Mike, the broads in 11 complaining about some stink in the ventilation. Think of a rat might died in there. Go check it out. Okay, so we got a screwdriver. Call it intuition. But I feel like I'm gonna need this screwdriver. Okay, so we... I know she killing this man. What the hell are you doing, Loretta? I'm lucky the real Miss Woodhouse ain't here. Jesus, I ain't smell Amelia. I ain't something Amelia hurt. About time I got used to it. Empty. Bible. Okay, so she doesn't believe in God. I can feel the air moving around my feet. Move the armchair. A vent. This probably connects to the room to chambers. I might be able to turn the screws if I put a coin in or something. Damn it all. Alright, here we go. I swear this is the only time I'm doing it again. Chambers, you there? Crumbled papers. Massage bed. Oh, to see if he's there? Oh, miracle bed with massaging capabilities, only 5 cents. Focus low. Oh, okay, okay. I thought it was like massage the bed to like find if he's there, because it's like a shadow. I don't know. Maybe I'm stupid. The suitcase is locked. I can't open it. Crumpled newspapers. I've seen these in detective movies. They put these down so they can hear people sneaking toward the bed. Who or what was Chambers afraid of? Holy. Oh, for the love of... Looks like someone slashed Chambers with a straight razor. Better not touch it. He's like glowing, so I thought I could touch him. Okay. That's Chambers' pistol. Is it loaded? But where is he? Oh, he's in the bathroom. Do I do something to him? No, right? Clicking. Oh, there it is. Chambers? What a stench. How long has he been like this? I think I'm gonna puke. Chambers' fat fingers looks like bloody sausage. And it looks like they're holding on to something. Eee! Oh, the key to the suitcase? I'm too old for this shit. Do you think... Okay, do we think that she killed him? Like she just can't remember that she killed him? Bad news, boss. Harris ain't here, just his wife, and it's hard to say whether she's just acting a fool or she really is one. Only thing I can say for sure is he's gone AWOL. This job ain't easy. Because are already making a mess of things, but I've got one last lead, Margaret Hatfield, a neighbor. The widow that Walter's been sleeping with. I'll pay her a visit tomorrow. Oh yeah, I think I'm being followed. I'll call again from a payphone later. It was clear from Chambers' strange telegram that neither he nor Wallace were interested in the manuscript. They were chasing down Walter for old unpaid debts, and it looks like Chambers had some of his own too. Guess he'll never repay them now. I was more than a little confused. Who stole my manuscript? If it wasn't Chambers. Am I asking too many questions? I ain't getting my answers. I'm a simple woman. I got simple desires. Why does everything fall apart the one time I decide to try my luck? Storm wasn't letting up. So I headed home. Must got some of Chambers' blood on me. Some corrosive thoughts were eating away at my head from the inside. Black raindrops rolled off my head, off my wet hair. A gas light flickered in the kitchen. Loretta sniffs at the air. Something smells weird, like someone's smoking cigars. It's coming from the kitchen. Ooh. Take a seat. Oh God. Atta girl, now tell me, where's Harris? Think you're a comedian, huh? Oh God. I'll ask again, where is Harris? I don't know. Where's the box? What box? Quit playing dumb. If I hear one more lie come out of your mouth, I'll pierce your eye with a needle. Now where's the box? It's in the yard. What was that? Speak up. In the red barn. The barn where exactly? It's in the big chest. Guess that means I'm getting wet again. You better pray that I find it. Listen, I don't know what... Quit squirming. Oh, wait. No, no, no. I can give these a try, but I gotta be careful I don't break them. I only have 3. Fuck. Ah, fuck. Ah, okay. Let's open it. Let's get these. Let's try again. Okay. Grab the sickle. Let's go to the barn and let's kill this dude. He's got a gun. There's no way he'll miss from that distance. I need to sneak up on him and try to stay in the shadows when the lightning strikes. Ah, fuck. Okay, so I need to sneak up on him and try to stay in the shadows when the lightning strikes. Okay, how am I supposed to do this? Am I just supposed to like... What shadows? What shadows is he talking about? Oh, there's a light here? Light. Okay. Let's see. What? Okay. But I can't be here. I have to be like here. Who are you? Okay. I failed that way too many times, guys. Literally way too many times. Coat pocket. Jack Smith, private security. Tom Winters, insurance agency. Sam Clements, Department of Health. Who are you? Okay, so he's like many identities. Ooh, a revolver. The full barrel. What, you gonna shoot me, scumbag? Okay. Inside pocket. A cigar. Damn it, not another cigar. We ain't done yet, buddy. You and I are going for a little walk. So was he part of the husband has that cigar like matchbox, remember? So maybe he's like part of that crew. Wait. Oh, you're awake. I thought you died already. I'm bleeding. What are you? Hold on a minute. Let me get up. Any last words? I said wait a minute, damn it. Just shoot him. Want a needle in your eye, do you? Want a needle in your eye, do you? What? Not feeling so tough anymore. Beating up a woman in her own home. Listen. I got nothing on you. Huh? I just needed Harris. I told you he's dead and rotting in the well behind you. And you're gonna keep him company. Now give me your name. Let me go. You don't want to be a murderer, do you? You don't know nothing about me, mister. Start talking or I'll put a bullet in your knees. Okay, sweetheart. Flattery won't get you anywhere. Okay, just relax. Look at me. I'm not doing anything. I'm not going anywhere. That's what he said. So was it you who killed Chambers? Dang, my ears are ringing. Talk. Yeah, I killed the fat fuck. But he had it coming. Why? He had dirt on you or something? Him, Wallace, and your husband. They were all in cahoots. Went and violated the Lindbergh Law. You mean they kidnapped somebody? What are you saying? They kidnapped a child and tortured it to death. You ever see the name Nancy Olson in the news? The oil baron's daughter? Of course I remember. It was printed everywhere. The ransom was paid, but the girl was never found. And she never will be. Well, she might in some field somewhere with her head cut off, that is. The family eventually learned Wallace was involved. Something to do with the union, so they hired me. You're lying. Hey, Wallace confessed everything to me before he croaked. Sold his little errand boys all the way down the river. It's right under your nose, the box. What's in it? I don't know for sure. A gift from Daddy or something. As far as I know, it ain't worth a fig. But your dumpy of a husband, well, he decided to sell it. That shit hit fan. And he got out of Dodge, tried to cover his tracks. That's how I found him, actually. Alright, then. Let's say you're telling the truth. You're cut from the same cloth, you and your big sack of money. How many people have you killed? Where do you draw the line of revenge? Line of revenge. Line of revenge. They only killed Chambers. Wallace died in a hospital, sewed his hospital gown out of pure fear. And Harris, well, you said he ain't a problem anymore. Olson lost his wife too, you know. He got nothing left but money and revenge now. A dangerous combination. So the manuscript? Margaret? What? Who? Listen, Toots. Let me go. You can only keep the box if you want it. Harris is dead and so is the fat-ass Chambers. My job's already done. I don't have any intention of killing you. Bullshit. Okay. But believe me when I say this. It wasn't personal. You were just in the way. Walter was a vulture. The world will breathe a little easier without him in it. What would you do if you were a little Nancy's father? You're a woman, a mother. You should understand. Just let me go. Ooh, should we let him go? Should we let him go or should we kill him? Is he telling the truth? Like, nah, just let him go. Cattle barrel ground 5 miles east, 25 paces south on an old oak tree, 10 paces from the redstone. Margaret, what are you? I followed you and that man. You left this in the kitchen. I don't know what you're thinking, but forget about the book. It belongs to me and Kelly, understand? Try anything funny and I'll make you pay for killing Walter. Your beloved Walter was a kidnapper and a murderer. You're lying. I'm not. Look. What does that mean? Little Nancy Olson. Walter and his pals wanted to shake ransom out of some rich guy. But obviously something went wrong. Who are you people? Put down the revolver, Margaret. What do you care? You're used to seeing dead children, aren't you? Ooh. Damn. Walter told me how you drowned his son. My son's death was my fault? Margaret, I think about it every day. Walter brought a disease into our home. I didn't have any evidence, but I knew. A mother always knows. Johnny got real sick. We were taking a bath when, well, the pills I was taking made me sleepy. I passed out in the fucking tub. And when I woke up, it was too late. How do I know when you're not lying? I don't know. But I do know this poor girl's father would want to know what happened to this little girl. We should tell the sheriff. Wait. If we tell the sheriff and Walter's accused, they'll lock me up, Margaret. I'll probably hang for this. And what's that got to do with anything? Think about Kelly. What happened to her? The publisher will turn away, refuse to publish the book. No. Listen to me, Loretta. You and I will keep it all a secret. I'll shoot, Laura. Then do it, Margaret. End it. Here and now in this goddamn graveyard. Margaret, listen. Shut up. Trust me, you don't want to have to live with it. Shut up, for God's sake. I need to think. Smack her with a shovel. Oh, man. Look at how her hands are shaking. She's just gonna miss anyway. She doesn't have it in her. You gotta strike first. Damn you, Loretta. Why are you like this? Why'd you have to go and ruin everything? Everything. Okay, Margaret, you win. It's nothing to do with Kelly, you were right. I won't say anything to Bill. So that... I guess so. Oh, she's like old now? Margaret didn't say a word to the police. I don't know why. Maybe she felt sorry for me. Maybe she refused to believe that Walter, her lover Walter, was lying dead at the bottom of his parents' well. Maybe she knew she didn't have any evidence. I'd be her word against mine. Maybe. Not that it mattered anymore. The publishing house drew their check. Kelly and Mickey left and never came back, and now winter is here. Just a little further. The voices have fallen silent for good. I was burning up. I don't remember the exact moment the fever started. I lay in bed. The same bed Walter and I used to lay in together. In a house that was cold and empty. I was all alone. In some feverish delirium, I ran through all my memories from the last few months, and was it we? I didn't know what day it was. I barely even knew what time it was. Eventually, my leg quit hurting, but a sweet, nauseating smell replaced the ache, and as if my body was rejecting my rotten, twisted soul. One more step. What day is it? Hello, Walter. Got a lot of snow this year, huh? You know what's weird? Winter's supposed to be cold, but I never felt cold anymore. What were you thinking? You never told me, so there was no way I could ever know. What drove you to crime? Although I know I'm no better, you probably had it coming. Maybe you even deserved to die, but not like this. Not at the hands of your own wife. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry it ended up this way. I was dreaming of a better life, but I never realized I was ruining ours in the process. Forgive me, Walter. The same story can be told in so many different ways. Living my life in fear made me lose my grip on reality. Something changed my soul forever a long time ago. Seems like every one of us is destined to face our own personal hell at some point. But when I tried to follow my path, while also trying to retain the remnants of humanity I had left, I thought that maybe all I needed to do was stand still for a moment, long dead and wet with a fresh coat of snow. The paint on the old barn doors peeled off like dry flakes of skin, creaking in time with my disintegrating. Oh god. Thoughts. Oh, that's it. That's the game, guys. We finished it. Nice. This one was a long one. This was about, I don't know, 4-hour game. So not too long, considering I'm playing other games on the channel. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining on this journey. Oh, there's more. There's a cutscene. So it's that easy. One phone call, and Hoover and his boys come to dig around in my backyard. Where'd this all come from? We're responding to a tip, Sheriff. Who's the girl? Nancy Olson? As in Olson, the oil tycoon, his daughter? Whose land is this, Sheriff? It's Morgan's now. Ah, speak of the devil. There he is. Sorry, Pops. No civilians past this point. Eat shit, Bill. I pay your salary with my taxes. And this is my land. Now, what in blazes is going on here, Agent? I think you'll need to take a look at this. We found a stiff in the well. In the well? For Christ's sakes. Sheriff, looks like we found your guy. Sheriff sighs. It's the writer, Walter Harris. He used to live here with his wife. Just had her funeral this winter. Gangrene. So apparently, I told you, Billy. Morgan, shut your mouth before I shut it for you. Loretta Harris sent a letter to Mr. Olson. She confessed to killing her husband and told him where the girl was buried. Walter Harris planned and orchestrated the kidnapping of the Olson's little girl. Morgan rubs his pockmarked face. Harris kidnapped Nancy? Then Loretta killed him? And wrote a letter? To tell the truth, I'm a little lost. Every man has two forces warring inside him, Carter. And you never know which one will win. Sigh. Good evening, madam. How can I help you? Evening. I'm here for the party. I'm very sorry, Mrs. Harris, but entry is by invitation only. It's a private party, you understand. But my husband's already inside. Walter is a member of our establishment. That is correct. But you probably have the wrong floor. I assume you're expected down upstairs. Can I be frank? I don't know, can you? I think you would be better off joining your son, madam. Oh, okay. So this is for sure like purgatory. And this party that Walter's in is in hell. And she's like the doorman saying like, you need to join your son. So like go to heaven upstairs, basically. Interesting. Unless of course you would rather I call you for Mr. Harris. No, don't bother yourself. So I should go upstairs, huh? Perhaps you should. Have a lovely evening, Loretta. I wonder if there's different endings to this. I wonder if there are things that like if I did enough bad things, I would be like Walter, where I'd go to hell, basically. Yeah, I'd be interested to see that. But because I did kind of the right things, I did all the bad things, but because I did some of the right things, I was able to go to heaven with my son. Alrighty. That was Loretta. I'm very pleasantly surprised about this game. I really enjoyed it. I love the art style. I love the whole kind of vibe of it. I also like the ending. Like I think we made the right choices and we did the right things. We did kill our husband at the end of the day, but our husband was kind of a bad guy. He was kind of a jerk. Was sleeping around a lot. Had lots of secrets in the background that we uncovered. I'm wondering if there are a lot of different endings to this game, just because we can make so many different choices. But I'm glad that the game, like even at the end of the day when we did make wrong choices, it was, it kind of reset us, which I do appreciate that because I did make a lot of wrong choices. But yeah, this was Loretta. I'll leave a link in the description below as always. And thank you guys so much for watching the series with me. Thank you guys so much for enjoying it. If you did, be sure to leave a comment down below as well. I do want to get to know you guys' opinions on the game. Not many people have played this game, like streamers or YouTubers in general. So if you guys are interested in any more of this content, be sure to give me a follow. And if you guys are interested in my streaming channel, I stream on Kick. Same name, Comfy Sky Gaming, and be sure to check that out as well. But yeah, thank you guys so much, and I'll catch you guys next time.